Hey everybody, it's Shaw Blackburn here, the Loon Witch, and welcome to Tarot Chat and Munch. Today is Friday, October 1st, 2021. Today we are going to talk about putting your reading together. Last month in September, we talked about the Celtic Cross, so those 6 cards that make your question. We're going to add the other 4 cards to the Celtic Cross now. So let me just share my screen. And here we go. We're getting ready. I'm sharing my screen. So if I go over here, then you can see, hopefully this is working correctly. We'll know. So here's the Celtic Cross analysis, and you can't see what my fingers are pointing to, but I wonder if I pop out my pencil, if you'll be able to see. Maybe not, but you can see all the red arrows in this image. So we've talked about cards number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 last month. And those 6 cards actually create the question that your client has. When we then add cards number 7, 8, 9, and 10, these are the things where our conversations get very deep and we start going back to what the person's really digging into, what they really need to know. So cards 1 through 6 come together, create the question of the reading. What is the person really asking? Card number 2 creates the bridge between the foundation and the future. So card number 2, remember, that's what helps or hinders card number 1, okay? Card number 1 is the bridge between the past and what crowns you. So card number 1 makes the bridge between your recent past and what your hope, goal, fear, what's most on your mind is. And cards number 1 and 2 go back to card number 7. So card number 7 is how you see yourself or the situation. When we look at that, if you're looking at card number 2 and you see card number 2 as a hindering card, it's something that hinders the person, it hinders the situation, then card number 7 should be a card that's not as optimistic. It might be a card that indicates a struggle. If you have a helpful card in the position of number 2, you have a benefactor, you have a positive thing coming in, then card number 7 should also be more optimistic, more positive. Card number 9, which is up here in your hopes and fears, okay, so card number 9 relates back to card number 5. And card number 5, remember, card number 5 is what crowns you. It's your hope, your goal, your fear, what's most on the mind. So these 2 cards, 9 and 5, have a conversation with each other. So what's on your mind, is it going to become a reality, or is it going to shift a little bit and not become a reality? And then card number 10 relates back to card number 6, but also relates back to card number 8. Card number 8 is how you influence the situation. So are you helping the situation along? Are you pushing something away, bringing something in? Those things are really important to note. And card number 5, again, can be influenced by card number 6. Even though I don't have an arrow going all the way up there, how you influence your situation is definitely going to help you analyze your hopes and goals and dreams, but also how you achieve the near future is going to help you understand how you're influencing the situation. Okay, I know that that's a lot to take in. What do I want to do? Cancel. I don't want to add a new page. I just want to I just want to go now over to a different screen. So let me stop my screen share here. Stopping that. Go back over to the, here I am. Sorry, my hair is a mess. I'm going to share my screen again. So when I share the screen this time, you're actually going to see an image of a reading. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen again. So we're going to pull up this image. So here we have a classic 10-card reading. Okay, you can see at the top, ironically, that this reading was from June 25th, 2020 at 4:44 in the afternoon. But you have card number 1 and card number 2 are both major arcana cards. So the Hermit and the Tower, they're going to have that conversation. If they go into a bar together, what are they going to talk about? Card number 2, that Tower card, might be trying to convince the Hermit that he needs to have another drink, that he needs to embrace the chaos in his life. Whereas the Hermit is saying, you know what, I learned from my mistakes. I don't want the chaos to come into my life. I don't want things to be falling apart around me. I've recently gotten my family back together. I've gotten my financial situation straightened out. And we know that because down underneath in the recent past, you have your 10 of Pentacles. Okay. And I've always had to stand on my own. I've always had to take care of myself and create my best existence. So that's your 9 of Pentacles, which is your foundation card, right? That's how we got to be the Hermit. Because the Hermit is a 9, the 9 of Pentacles behind us is a 9. It's a really interesting situation that we find ourselves in numerologically. Okay, we're looking at those past experiences and taking stock of what those things are. What we really want to do, we want to do something different. We want that Page of Pentacles. We want to hear about money that's coming to us. We want to hear about success. We want to hear about opportunities. Okay, so we're reaching out. Gee, I hope I hear something about that investment coming up, or I hope I hear something about that job coming up. And then our future, our near future, is the 9 of Rods. So we're putting some structure into our life. If you just take a look here, you can see we're going from being strong in who we are, struggling with the chaos, struggling with issues in past relationships, issues with everything being very chaotic. And we're moving into, we're putting structure in place. We're putting boundaries in place. Okay. So then when you look at those 4 cards up the side, card number 7, that's your Ace of Rods. I want you really looking at this Ace of Rods. See in the background here where you've got that castle and the sun is illuminating, even though there's clouds around the castle, the sun is illuminating that. And that's a really highly prized location on top of the mountain. You can see 360 degrees around you. It's very well defendable. The Ace of Rods is about a new career, a new opportunity, something exciting to bring things to fruition in your life. So when we look at that, this is how the Hermit sees himself or sees the situation. Whoever was getting this reading, this is how they see themselves. Okay, they see themselves as, I'm ready for a change. I'm ready for an opportunity. And just because there's chaos and drama and people falling out of buildings around me doesn't mean I don't deserve it. Right? So then when we look up at card number 8, we see that 4 of Swords, that card of peace, rest, rejuvenation. So we know, looking at these cards, we can see this Hermit is not a person of action. They're a person who tend to be passive. They tend to wait for things to come to them. In a reading, we might want to encourage this person. If you want the change, you have to go out and seek the change. It's not going to come to you, right? Their hopes and fears, card number 9, is the Ace of Cups. So they're looking to renew a relationship. They're looking for a heart-centered connection here. And that's another piece that we have to encourage them. It may be something that you want. And while we see it as a potential here, you've got 2 aces that indicate shift and change. You need to go after it. You can't just sit idly by and wait. If you want that money to come to you and you want those opportunities to come to you, you have to make a move. And sure, make a move when the timing feels right, but you have to make a move. And the final outcome here, what's interesting about this final outcome, I just want to pull this in a little bit. You've got the 9 of Rods in your near future and the Page of Swords in your long-term future. That long-term future is definitely going to be about 6 months, 3 to 6 months, in the future. And what we see here is that Page of Pentacles, she's often the messenger of good things, but she's telling us you have the ability to dot all your I's, cross all your T's, be successful in whatever you're fighting for. You have a good argument, you have a leg to stand on. And as long as you put that structure in place with the 9 of Rods, you're going to be able to achieve this goal. All right, so I'm going to stop sharing my screen so you can see me again. Stop. And we're going to come over here to the Zoom. Here I am. My hair's just getting wilder and wilder by the minute today. I don't even know what's happening. But anyway, let me tilt my iPad. I hope that you've enjoyed today's picking apart of that Celtic cross. Obviously, these are just little snippets of part of the class that I teach, and it's important that when you're looking at these things, take it to that next level. If you are interested in studying the tarot with me, more than welcome. I am currently, as of today, October 1st, 2021, I am organizing a tarot class and just kind of ironing out the details. I have 2 people that are interested, so it's pretty much all I need to teach a class. And if you would like to join that class and get involved, the cost of the class does include a tarot deck and all the handouts, as well as about 12 hours of class time. And you, in addition to that, with your purchase, you do get a pass to take the class again for free. So I know it's a lot of information to take in, even with these short little videos. But you can email me. My email is loonwitch@gmail.com. Let me see if I have a business card. Can't believe I don't have a business card conveniently located nearby. But it's LOONWITCH@gmail.com. And of course, if you're not on the Mighty Network, on the Enchanted Forest Mighty Network, and you want more of these videos, you want to go back and watch all these videos, you definitely want to check out enchantedforestswc.com. And that's going to get you into the online community. So you can join some circles. You can go back and look at all of the past videos from the Tarot Chat and Munch, and kind of catch up. I encourage you, even if you've been watching them every month, I encourage you to go back in that tarot study group circle and look at all of them now sort of in succession. See if that helps you to put things together a little bit more. All right. So thank you so much. It is my pleasure. Next month, I'm not sure what we're going to talk about. We have 2 more months to go before our Learn the Tarot for Free series is going to be up. And that's what I got for you. So until next month, thank you. Be well.